Hi everyone, it's Susie here from Susie's Colouring Cottage. Good to be back. Hope you'll join me for a small video showing the last of my items that I bought. Well, not the last of them because I've still got loads and loads of colouring books, but the bulk of the accessories for colouring with that I've bought from my quit smoking money, and I'm going to go through those today so that I can finally get things put away. And I will also be showing you, although it actually came in April as opposed to March when most of this stuff was bought, my absolute dream item that I was able to get. So grab yourselves a coffee, sit back and enjoy with me. So first of all, I've got this tower full of Bic marking pens. I've got the ultra fine and the fine in all sorts of colours, and I thought it was really handy to have because it can just sit on my desk and it's accessible all the time. So that's my Bic marking tower. I'm just having to sit down now. Okay, so next I got myself some Gansai Tambi. This is the 6 gem colours. I've got all of the others, but I didn't have the gem colours, so I got those for myself. Then I got myself a set of decent watercolours, very decent watercolours. Ooh, that I'm going to struggle with now. Sorry, I had to pause and do that myself. My hands are still really bad and I'm really struggling to open anything at the moment. So here I have the beautiful shiny Paul Rubens, and I haven't even opened them to swatch them yet. They've just been sitting here waiting for me to do the video, so I shall be doing that. If you're interested in seeing the swatching, let me know, but there are plenty of people out there who have already done the swatching. So it's just so gorgeous, that box. I'm not even going to put the lid straight back on because it's too difficult for me. Okay, and then I also got another set of Paul Rubens paints, which at first glance looks exactly the same, but of course they're not, or at least I hope they're not. Oops. These are just the traditional watercolours, and a decent set of those as well. So I shall be swatching all of these out at some point in the near future. So that's my 2 treats of Paul Rubens paints. I think I'm pretty much set up now for having all the paints I could possibly need, especially if I count in my 30 Neo Colour 2s as well, which are the water soluble crayons. And I felt that the 30 colours would probably give me enough colours there for doing the backgrounds, and then if I really like them and take to them, I can always order the larger set at a future date. So that's the 30 set, and again I'm going to really struggle to even begin to get these. Oh no, they open quick, easier than I thought, but there's a nice range of colours there, so I don't think I'm missing out too much at the moment. And if I feel I want to build the collection more without paying out, which I mean they're over £100 for the 84 set, which is just a crazy price. So I might just look at getting them individually if I feel there's a colour or a few colours I don't need. So that's the Caran d'Ache Neo Colour 2s. Then I absolutely fell in love with this pencil case. And all the pencil cases that I've been buying recently are all to house all the new sets of pencils that I've treated myself to. And this is no exception. This one has got my pastels in, my pastel pencils. This is a Faber-Castell pastels that I showed before, and as you can see, there's still plenty of room for other pencils to go in there as well. And that's just such a cute pencil case. So that's that one. Oops. Then I also got some Chunky Monkeys, the Lyra large colour giants they're called, aren't they? Actually made the mistake and ordered the wrong set, which was this set, and when I went to send them back they wanted £4 to send it back, so I thought no, I'll just keep them, and eventually they'll go to my granddaughter, I'm sure. But I really wanted to try this set, which is the skin colours, and see if they're as good as everyone says they are. So I've got both of those sets to practice with. Then I also have this circles and ovals set for doing my own swatching, really, because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to try and do things without having something to make it life easier. So basically that was just a cheap set that I got from Amazon. And then I got myself some of the tiny detailer paintbrushes. Oops, sorry. And there's a set there that go from very, very tiny right the way up to almost tiny, but not quite tiny. And they're just detailer brushes. They were fairly cheap ones on Amazon. But because I've got posh paints now, I thought I would treat myself to some posh paintbrushes. You can tell I haven't opened any of these yet, can't you? Because I'm really struggling here. And I got two of the Jackson quills. I got the 3/0, which is quite a big moppy one, and then I got a 0, which is even a bigger moppy one, because I think I'm going to enjoy having the bigger brushes to work with. So I got those. Those were both Jackson Art make. And then I also got myself 2 of the Silver Black Velvets in sizes 4 and 2. So I've got some really small ones as well. And they're the brand that everybody seems to have at the moment, but actually in these sizes they weren't too expensive at all. So hence why I got the Jacksons in the bigger ones, because they were sort of over £20 each in the Silver Black Velvet, and I'm not prepared to spend any more money until I know that I'm going to be using watercolours regularly. So that's those 4, and I'll just put those somewhere safe for now. I do also have plenty of cheapo type brushes and I can use those as well. So next I got myself assorted sizes of black and white Posca pens. These are the larger size ones, and these are the smaller fine size ones, but you can never have too many of those, and I just thought, well I'll just buy them in bulk, and they're always here then. So that's the Posca pens. And I also got some fashion makeup brushes. Now, what has that got to do with colouring, you may ask yourself? Well, I will show you. They come in a very nice little pouch, which is plastic. You wouldn't want to get your makeup all over everywhere, would you? And what do we get in there? Well, we get a little makeup brush, an Easter egg. No, don't you run off the table, you stay there. There are all sorts of different sizes here. Has anyone worked out what these are for yet? Has anyone guessed? I'm sure you must have seen other people using these. But this is what happens when you do or have been following mixed media projects for years. You find all these wonderful guides and tips. And we get quite resourceful, because as soon as they put art by anything, the price triples or quadruples, as you may well know. And this is what I've got, and they are lovely brushes, and they are for using with inks. Primarily I'll be using them with my distress inks or my distress oxides, but basically I've got them in all different sizes. They are like velvet. If you use these for makeup, you'll know what I mean, but they are just so smooth. And I thought all the different sizes would be great for getting in between all the different aspects on the page that you might need to, so that you can do your background in distress inks. I'm also going to try them out with the pencils, the chalk pencils as well, because I think they would work quite well for that. And this entire set of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus this, and I already use these for my distress inks anyway, cost under £10. And if you think that that was designed to be used for distress inks, how much you would be paying for that amount of brushes, you'd probably be paying £30 or £40. And so that's what my makeup brushes are for. Okay, moving on. I've not got much else left. I finally got round, and I can't remember whether I showed this before or not, but I got my Caran d'Ache palette, which is primarily now for the Neo colours to scrape on there, but I'll also be able to use it for the inks as well. So that's that. I got myself some Spectrum Noir metallic pens, and I think that's the set, the 18 of them, that the colours they come in. There's the rare minerals, the antique elements and the precious metals. So I've got those because they're always handy to have. And I'm still buying more stencils, which this one is the Crafter's Workshop, and it's called, not sure what it's called actually, but it's a music one anyway. So I got that one. And then I also got this one, which is a 7x7 art stencil by Clarity Stamp, and that's kind of like squares, which I thought could be nice in the background. So those two. I do still have some more stencils to come, but they will get here when they get here, and they will be in April's haul anyway. After seeing Becky using a glass pen on her channel, I got myself a couple of them, but one of them I didn't realise is actually coming from China. But I got this one, which is just beautiful. And I also got some liquid acrylic in white for using on my colouring book pages as well. So I do have another pen coming, and I think it's got a blue or a black ink actually with it, and it's also got a stand, but I just fell in love with this one. And I mean, I think the ink cost more than the glass pen did. The glass pen was well under a £5 or £5 English pounds and £5 British pounds, and the ink was just over. So that's that one. And of course now I've got one of those, I'm going to want to collect them because that's the sort of thing I do. So, and I nearly forgot the one thing that I've got for myself that I've wanted for a long time. I didn't get the entire set, but I got the 50 pastel tones of the Holbeins. And when I actually looked at the pencils and the difference in the price of buying just this 50 and the extra 100, I decided that on this occasion I would just get the pastel tones, because that's really what I wanted. And as much as I would love to own the full set, for me at the moment this is a full set. They are absolutely stunning. The colours are just to die for, and I can't wait to try them out and see how they actually perform, and then I can decide if I'm going to save up to buy the full set in the future. So that is 50 pastel coloured Holbein pencils. That's everything for now. I want to say thank you very much for sticking by me and all your lovely comments and everything while I've been in hospital and recovering. It means the absolute world to me to know that I've got your support and friendship, and I want to get back into making videos as soon as I possibly can. And I'm going to spend the next couple of weeks hopefully filming different videos and hauls and all sorts of bits and pieces, and sort of get back into the actual colour along type videos maybe next month. Unfortunately at the moment the pain in my hands is quite excruciating, and I can't even hold a cup of tea or coffee without taking painkillers first thing in the morning, which is causing me more problems than all my heart problems put together. So again, I have to ask for you to bear with me, and I will make and put out as many videos as I can, and as soon as I feel able to do a longer video, then I will get on and make one for you. I do have a part 4 of this video, which is new colouring books. And yes, I did go a little bit crazy, but you can get quite a lot of colouring books for the price of some of these pens and pencils. And of course, I got quite a lot of colouring books. So I will do a quick flip through of the colouring books I've bought. Any of those that have arrived since the 1st of April will be going into my April collection video at the end of the month. But any of those that arrived in March while I was in hospital or subsequently, I'll be putting part 4 up of the video for that. So thank you for listening to me. I'm so pleased to be back, and hopefully this will be me back in, not quite full swing, but getting there. And I'll see you all soon. If you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications of my next videos. And in the meantime, leave me a comment down below with what the most interesting product you've bought, let's say in the last month, that I may have missed or not heard about, and tell me why you got it. And I'd love to hear what you've been buying as well. Thanks then. Bye for now. Bye.